All right, ladies, this is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0. I'm very hungry right now. I should eat after this. But in today's video, we're gonna talk about why men don't appreciate you. This is the topic of the video. The first reason why they don't appreciate you is that you don't appreciate what's easy. That's the first thing you gotta realize. Now, I'm not talking about easy in terms of sex. There's people around me. I'm not talking about easy in terms of sex. I'm talking about, but more about your attitude. How easy are you persuaded? How easily are you persuaded? How gullible are you? How strong is your frame, your perception of yourself, all right? How easily controlled are you? Or are you making decisions based on your needs, based on your standards, or are you basing it because you just want the guy? You see, do you have boundaries? Does he feel the boundaries that you set? You see, there's a big difference between an easy woman about easy sex, but what's even more respectable is a woman who's not easily emotional. Like, there's a big difference between a girl who has sex because they need the validation as opposed to a girl who has sex because she just wants to have sex. Because she's doing it on her own standards. Not because she needs it, but because she just wants to do it. There's a big, big, big difference. Why? Because the difference is in how she steps back. Does she easily step back, or is it hard for her to step back? Like, you can sense when a woman's needy. You understand? So a guy will appreciate you when you have a strong frame. That's why you gotta have clear, set boundaries. You gotta have boundaries. You see, a woman who doesn't have boundaries is a woman who a guy doesn't respect. Now, it's not that how strong, how deep are your boundaries, but are they there? A guy senses your boundaries. That's why you gotta have. You gotta literally write down things you appreciate, things that you can accept from a guy, and things you will not accept. The need is gonna make him not care if you're not around. So you gotta have those boundaries. You gotta have those clear cut steps and become aware when you need validation. You gotta become aware. So the way to free yourself is to notice yourself looking for validation. Number three, your decision to stick with him. Your decision to stick with what's in front of you. Some guys just aren't grateful. You have to see through the signs. You see, a lot of times you want to make a guy appreciate you, but some guys are just not the type of guys who appreciates the good things in life. They don't appreciate their family. How the hell they can appreciate you? They don't value themselves. How the hell they can value you? A lot of times it's not about the tactics you use, but about the people who you choose. You see, people have options. Women have options. Don't act like you guys don't have options. But there's a big issue that a lot of the times you're gonna just choose what's in front of you just because he got some special quality. His dick size is this big, his girth is this big. Fuck that. Don't fuck it. No, that context. What I'm saying is, a lot of times it's not about making him change, but rather just saying no to him. And not saying no to him because you're reverse supplicating, which is to say you're saying no to him in the hopes that he says yes to you. No, you're saying no to him because no, fuck you. You're not good for me. Like, that's the place where you want to get to. And that's all an internal shift that comes through what I'm about to show you how to do. So how do you allow the God to appreciate you? One, become your own source of positive emotions. Don't derive your happiness, your self-esteem from a guy's validation. Be your own source of positive emotions. Learn how to feel good when you're standing in line. Learn how to feel good when you're home alone. Even I struggle with that too sometimes, right? Don't act like he's special, so he does what he's able to do it because he's special. No, I'm not special, motherfucker. If you follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram. DALEXISP. That's my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I fuck up a lot. I even talk about it. But you gotta become your own source of happiness through trial and error. So you do this through becoming present to the moment, through practicing mindfulness, through learning how to find peace from within, through you stop trying to find happiness from the outside and go within. Now, the first thing you got to do to become your own source of positive emotions is face the pain, because underneath that pain is where your happiness is. It's kind of like an egg. Like, in order for life to come out of an egg, the egg has a crack, and that cracking is in the form of pain. So you got to go into your pain, the pain that you're trying to avoid. The desire for happiness, look inside that desire and go into it. And what you're going to find? You're going to find pain. But in that pain is the liberation. It's where the egg hatches, which is your own source of happiness. Another way to do this is to literally ask yourself, it's literally look for the thing good. look for the things that makes you happy and do it more often. Number two, have clear boundaries and stick to them. But don't do it defensively. There's a huge difference. For example, when I'm talking about boundaries, it's things that you can accept and don't accept. So if a guy says, "You want to go home with me?" The way that most people, the way that most women set their boundaries is in a defensive state, which is, "Oh hell no, I'm not that type of woman," and you feel the defensiveness, like, "How dare he disrespect me?" See, but rather than doing it defensively, first of all, observe the boundaries and then feel the sensation of. But how can I say this? I'm trying to find a way to explain them. Set your boundaries, but stick to them in a non-defensive state. Notice yourself getting defensive. That's what I'm talking about. Like, yes, somebody crossed your boundaries, but as soon as somebody crosses your boundaries, notice the defensiveness arising. As soon as you notice the defensiveness arising, which comes down to the next point that I'm going to be talking about, is as soon as you notice the defensiveness, observe it and then act, which comes down to the next point. Don't be so anxious or overly needy. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to set your boundaries, right? But without being defensive. So I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone with this next one. So don't be so anxious or overly needy. Get in the habit of feeling, observing, and then acting, rather than feeling and then reacting. You know those people who black out and they say, "I just blacked out. I don't know why. I just got angry," right? Now, what I'm asking you to do is feel the anger, which is in this case the need or even the defensiveness when somebody crosses your boundaries. Observe it, observe the sensation, observe the sensation, and then act. There's space, so you're not really so you don't become susceptible and you don't become a victim to your emotions, but rather you're the awareness behind that. So yeah, you're gonna feel angry, but you're observing it and then acting. See, most people fuck up when they just don't think before they act. But I'm not asking you to think before you act. I'm asking you to be aware of the thinking and the sensations and the reactions and then act. So you're able to act more clear-headed. So yeah, it's not a defensive no, but a happy no, a clear no. It's like, he's like, "You want to come home with me?" "Child, please get out of here, man. Not tonight." You see, like, right then, "Oh, I'm not that type of girl. You know that." It's a huge difference, man. You're gonna make him defensive. But if you're doing it in a non-defensive way, when you set your boundaries, man, I'm like, damn, this girl's something else, man. She's cool, man. You see what I'm saying? Feel, observe, then react. Even better, put yourself in situations where you feel needy and observe them. See, the point of all of this is to bring it to conscious awareness what you're suppressing. Because most of the time you try to suppress the feeling of not feeling appreciated because it doesn't feel good. You have to be aware of it. The more conscious you are and the more you're able to smile at that fucker, the more you'll be able to disidentify from it. So it's not even about what you should do to feel appreciated, but rather how you should see yourself. Do not see yourself through the veil of emotion, through a squinting gaze of a fog of emotion, but rather see yourself as awareness. Observe the objects of your mind. Observe yourself needing the appreciation. And I can promise you, look, you got to trust me on this. Even though I'm telling you what to do, how to feel appreciated, the action of feeling appreciated is a non-action. It's effortless effort. You have to observe it. Look, man, I know I keep coming down to it. I feel like an idiot because I keep going down to the same subject, but it's just how it is, man. After you do that, then you'll notice that things will just fall into place. You see, people will not appreciate you. You won't get defensive. You'll take right action. You say, "You know what? I don't think we should be together." I don't think we should be together. Will not be a defensive. I don't think we should be together, but rather a factual, based on fact, present moment. I don't think we should be together. And from there, you'll know what to do. When it comes from the present moment, you'll know what to do. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, this is Alex from mindfulattraction.org. Have a good day and bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation. without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.